A car crash in the state south has torn apart a family of 6.
The Allen family of Ainslie was returning to Canberra from a holiday.
Their parents and 2 other sisters died in the holiday tragedy.
That her and her baby sister Ruth will spend the rest of their lives without their family. Elizabeth Allen, her husband William, their 2 daughters Hannah and Phoebe, all dead. 13-year-old Leah is in a serious condition in the Canberra hospital. 7-year-old Ruth has been discharged from Wagga Base Hospital with minor injuries. The cause of the crash is still unknown.
And she called him Will. Did you ever call him Will?
Yeah. Well, we always called him Will.
We always called him Will.
Yes, it was only he called himself Bill when he went to work.
I remember at their wedding, it was at the church in Monica, and I was right up the back somewhere, and there was just a sea of heads that I was looking over the top of, and way down the front there was a bunch of people, and somewhere in that bunch of people was Bill and Liz. And it became obvious that something was going on about the wedding ring. and no one had any idea, but it became obvious that there was trouble getting the wedding ring on. But eventually the wedding ring was on, and the only way we knew this was because Bill grabbed hold of Liz's hand and thrust it up from amidst this scrum, and all you could see was this hand with the ring on it, and there was a gentle applause through the church.
These are the founding partners of Bradley Allen, and Bill was the founding partner of Bradley Allen, and I think it was most important when a new law firm is formed to have an inspirational leader like Bill, who cultivated the staff, cultivated the partners, and really provided strong leadership.
With most of us, we would remember with great delight Bill's dancing ability or inability, whatever you would. I found it quite challenging to watch him bounce around the place.
Bill enjoyed staring out the window. You'd often walk past his office and it would seem as though nothing was happening. He'd be staring out the window. But I enjoyed staring out the window with him. We both enjoyed standing there, staring out the window. And we would discuss many a case and resolve a few issues by staring out the window. The conversations were very slow and methodical and painstaking, which is the way Bill was, but they'd also drift off into other subjects. But Bill's office window overlooks the car park across London Circuit, outside the Magistrates Court, and people walking past our office would think we were discussing weighty things, standing at the window looking out at the car park. But very often we were trying to establish the veracity of a theory that was propounded by some ABC journalists called the red car theory, which says that red cars tend to congregate or clump together. And we'd often count the red cars in the Magistrates Court car park to determine whether there was any basis to this theory.
I also remember with great delight seeing this scrawny little partner of a law firm getting into a helmet and getting on the back of a Harley-Davidson motorbike. He really didn't want to be there. But again, he felt this is what he has to do to keep up with everyone and show them that he's part of the team. So.
He wasn't out to please, but it was a natural progress to his life that he had a great love for us. And I think he had a great love for this place. Obviously, and I think I could show you one of his letters. He called it paradise. Not many months beforehand we were talking, and he said to me that I long to see the face of God.
Well, I know that he always looked to the Lord for guidance. I know most people would think, lawyers, cutthroat, mean, nasty people, religion, love, respect, family, all of that sort of stuff. And he was bringing those two. He brought those opposites together, and that's what he could do with just about anything and anyone that he came across.
He certainly couldn't care less, I think, how much money he was making. He was more coming to work to fulfil some sort of ambition about work and excellence. He wanted to create a Bradley Allen is much in the mould of the Canberra Mallisons, he called it, and he was more interested in the excellence of the product and the good advice of the firm, and he had excellent people skills, something that I definitely don't have.
What do you think that Bill's legacy is?
He wanted to leave the world a better place than he found it in his own way, and
I think so.
Yeah.
But he didn't settle that plan.
No, he wanted to do it by...
It was by example.
Yeah.
The saddest, occasionally I think to myself, what a terrible loss it's been for us, but then mentally I castigate myself and remind myself that whatever the loss is that we've suffered is nothing compared to the family.
And often God's words became Bill's words, as he would quote back to God what was written in the Scriptures. Kind of like reminding a friend of the commitment he'd made so that he wouldn't forget to come through. So from this array of contexts, I was able to perceive the character and quality of this man. Pardon me. A man I was privileged to call a friend. And in an age that celebrates celebrity, I saw in Bill greatness. His was not a greatness that was based on position, role, or wealth, but rather a righteousness down deep in the soul.
It'll chew you off, it'll spit you out, it'll keep you up all through the night. And it must have been quite a flight, and crashed in and then out of sight. Morning comes to your delight, so just get through the night. They'll fly them in, they'll force them out, they'll push them to the depths at night. Now it's gonna be quite a fight. Lure them out into broad daylight. Morning comes to your delight, so just get